Hello there, and welcome to this week's weekly pickups. I didn't do one last week because I kind of forgot, but we've got 2 weeks worth. And it's also been payday. So let's start with the Xbox One titles. So last week I picked up a copy of Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition on the Xbox. I played this on Xbox 360. I will play it again at some point on the Xbox One as well. I'll record a Let's Play for the channel at the same time. I'm kind of going through the Tales of games like one a year at the moment, just because I've spent a lot more time playing the Final Fantasy series over the past year. I played so many of the Final Fantasy games over the last year, so which leaves me on to the next game really nicely. This month's Final Fantasy pickup, Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. I did own this at one point. I lent it to a friend and never got it back, unfortunately. I did 100% it when I did have it anyway, so it's kind of one of those where it was like, I've completed the game, here you go. Play it, give it back when you finish, sort of thing, and then, yeah. Happens. But, I did also pick up a digital copy of that at some point and just decided, I need a physical copy anyway, so it was £4. So, like, whatever. And then the last Xbox One Series X pickup is Sea of Stars. Sea of Stars I played on Xbox Game Pass when it came out. It was my second favourite game of 2023. Feels odd to say that it was 2023 that it came out, but the only game that I felt that year that I played that was better than it was Alan Wake 2, but like, I'm a big fan of the Remedyverse, so that kind of goes with it. But as far as RPGs go, like, Sea of Stars was the best game that I played that year by far. It's just a really well put together turn-based RPG. The story was fantastic and whatnot. So, yeah, Sea of Stars. I finally managed to pick up a physical copy. Every time I've gone to buy it, the Xbox version has always been sold out. So, or it's just like been in stock but the wrong sort of time and whatnot. So, yeah. So that's the Xbox One Series X pickups. Next we have the big hitter for the month. I've been trying to buy one of the more expensive Xbox 360 titles every month, or like the sort of higher end games to complete subsets and whatnot. But this month is Spider-Man Edge of Time. I am not a big Spider-Man fan. I never have been a big Spider-Man fan. He's never been a superhero that I've ever been particularly interested in. I have played quite a few Spider-Man games though. They're okay. They're just really not the sort of thing that I'm really interested in. Edge of Time I did buy really cheap digitally on the Xbox 360, but it's not backwards compatible, so but that was £40 and then £2.95 postage. 42. I think it was 42 from CEX. So, and then we have the Xbox 360 titles on top of that. So we'll do last week's first. So we've got The Penguins of Madagascar, Dr. Blowhole Returns on the Kinect. I assume it's a kind of minigame thing. The Kinect games tend to be minigame type things. It's based on The Penguins of Madagascar. MotoGP 13. I think that's the last MotoGP game that I need, potentially. It might need 11, 12, but I think that might be... Well, I mean, it could be 11, 12, it could just be 12, I guess. They might have skipped that one. I don't know. I'd have to double check. But MotoGP 13, so I'm pretty certain that that subset's done. Nailed. It's one of those dirt biking games with quad bikes and stuff like that on it. Typical fare. And then this week's Xbox 360 pickups, we've got Sniper Ghost Warrior 2. So that's both Sniper Ghost Warrior games now. Fuse by Insomniac Games. It's a squad-based shooter. And lastly, Dead or Alive 5. As far as like fighting games go, Dead or Alive's kind of... I enjoy playing Dead or Alive. So yeah, that's the fifth title in that. So yeah, that is this week's pickups. I think I'm up to 840 Xbox 360 titles now. It might be slightly more than that, but it's about 840, so we're getting close to 850, which is sort of another milestone. Other than that, gameplay wise, I have finished Grandia. I have recorded a review. I just need to edit and then render that at some point. I spent most of last week creating videos that would normally go up during the week, because I got to a point where I was behind, and then I decided to like not do any for a week and then bang a load whilst I had the last week off. So I've done all of the Pokédex stuff for Gen 1. They're all recorded and done. I've been doing the A to Z RPGs. I think I've got a couple of weeks of those done, up to like L. I'm currently doing videos where I show off the Xbox 360 collection. I'm kind of doing a shelf at a time because each shelf takes about half an hour to record. So yeah, content wise, we're well ahead for the year. I just kind of need to upload and schedule it all. And then I just started Tales of Arise. Hopefully I'll get Tales of Arise done before sort of the end of September, when Final Fantasy Tactics launches. There will also be, during sort of September, October is when Outright Games start dropping their games, and I believe we should be getting some codes from Game Mill as well, so there'll be a bunch of one-off gameplay videos that'll go up, hopefully on a Friday morning, work dependent, so stay tuned for those. So yeah, that's it for this week. As always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. If you made it this far, tell me what games you're playing in the comments, and I'll see you next week.